Hello, we are ASTS Sound Design, and we have our new product called Susurration. Susurration is basically the term given to like shh and like gasps and smaller sounds of the voice. I wanted to do some kind of vocal library, but I wanted to do it a little bit less traditional. And there's so many briefs that came out in the past year that wanted female voice of a bunch of shushes and stuff like that. So I figured, like, I'm getting all these briefs. I don't have that many instruments that have these sounds. So I decided to, contact the absolutely stunningly wonderful Brooke Mitchell to record some sounds for us. And we made a library out of it. Here's Susurration. This is our main voice. And as you can see with the drop down menu, we have 10 different categories: inhales, exhales, shushes, breath transitions, vowels A, O, gasps, and chokes. And I'll play a couple of the inhales real quick. Every single one of them, it's going to start off at the lower register with all of your kind of main sounds, more dry and everything. Next to that is going to be a little bit more granulated sounds, and we'll play those. And then more bit crushed or more industrial sounding. Really cool. And then we have a little bit more ethereal sounding. Really cool. And like I said, we have the exhales as well. I will say that all of these sounds are going to be more of a one-shot sound, without it like altering too much with the pitch. All of them will have, all the patches will have like a semitone, kind of an octave up, octave down knob, as well as gain if you needed to have that little extra oomph. We also included these panels here that if you press them, you get a bunch of cool stuff. And the first one, of course, is your envelope and your low pass and your high pass. The width, you're going to have choral and more of a stereo sound. Pseudo is going to give you that Haas effect that's really kind of, I love that sound. The stutter knob is going to be more of an LFO stuttering effect. So for all intent and purposes, really cool. And that is mapped to CC 11. Was that modulation? It is attached to your mod wheel. Of course, you can take it off and put anything you want on the mod wheel. We have a fade in and a mix for that. So if you only wanted it a little bit, you can get a really cool like background stutter sound. That's really cool. Spatial is going to be your delay and your space. I kept it dry, but I like a lot of reverb. Fantastic. Character is going to give you your gains and distortions. It's going to have your saturation and your lo-fi. And I included housed inside Kontakt is your Supercharger GT, and I included that as well. If you want a little bit of compression, a little bit hotter saturation, you can choose between mild, hot, and moderate. Really cool things. Turn them on and off, and blah blah blah. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Well, we'll go with this shish. So, right here. Let me get some of that reverb off so you can hear it. Really cool stuff. Let's go with the vowels. Lovely. The gas and the chokes are quite comical. I told her to do some gas and chokes. She can't go wrong with it, and she did not do wrong. They sound great. And then the chokes. For your little horror scores. Next on the list is going to be our pads and atmospheres. We have quite a few to look at. I think this is what, 21, 2, 3, 4. Sure, why not? We'll go through a few of these, and we'll move on after that. Yeah, the stutter button works for that. For this, I'm going to use a little bit more space. I like a little space and a little delay on my pads, kind of beefing them up a little bit. And let's go with let's go analog. Why not? Let's change it. Go with some sounds. Increase the release a little bit on that one. And let's go to Soul System. And Luna Forged. Lumens. I like lumens a lot. Let's do Fifth Dimension. Why not? I like that bend. That's one of Brooke Mitchell's. And well, from there, what's next is our little our drum kit. We asked her to make a whole bunch of mouth noises, almost like a beatboxing. So she did it, and they came out great. As you can see, we have a whole bunch to choose from, 10 of them. The main mouth voices are going to be what she recorded, and then all the affected ones are going to be myself and Brooke's designs on her original mouth is. And we kept it basically we did keep it pretty much the same across the board. So you're going to have all of your bass drums here, all your snare sounds, your cymbals, and then your kind of like mouth clicks and stuff like that. So we'll take a look at some of these. And I think this will go really good with some delay. And we'll do 16. And then we'll go through a few more of these. That was my favorite. right. And then we'll go with the last one. A little bit more of an industrial kick to it. The next one is our constructive voice rhythms and our loops. These are all various different sounds that Grant and I kind of constructed together. I worked on a lot of the constructive voice rhythms, and he worked on his patented ASTS loops that are nice and juicy and fat and lovely. We'll go over some of these. Really cool stuff. And then Grant's mouth loops. This is, I don't know how Grant does these. He's such a mastermind when it comes to making cool loops, as you can hear from our previous products, Delicata and Galvanizer. This is him, and this is, again, 100% Brooke Mitchell. Play them all together if you want. They're all in 4/4. That is Susurration. Big thank you to my colleagues Grant and Brooke Mitchell for helping me construct this masterpiece because I fucking love it. Susurration is, if you're watching this, is currently out. We are selling it as a retail of $89. And it's on a special price for the intro price for $59. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and follow our Twitter, our OnlyFans, and our Facebook, I guess, our MySpace. I have to ask Grant what social media we're on because I don't know. Toodles.